Hello dear students, how are you? I am Vivek Sharma, your mathematics teacher. I teach class 10th in your school. In this video lecture, we will continue our exercise 3.4. In last video lecture, we had solved the word problems of exercise 3.4 and we had applied the method of elimination for solving these problems. Now again, here we will solve some more word problems of exercise 3.4. Before starting this, please like, share and subscribe my YouTube channel. So let us come again on the exercise 3.4 of NCERT. Question number 2. Form the pair of linear equations in the following problems and find their solutions by the elimination method. So let us come on fifth part of question number 2. A lending library has a fixed charge for the first 3 days and an additional charge for each day thereafter. Sarita paid rupees 27 for a book kept for 7 days, while Sushi paid rupees 21 for the book she kept for 5 days. Find the fixed charge and the charge for each extra day. First of all, we need to understand the meaning of lending library. A lending library is a type of public library from which book may be borrowed and taken away for a short period of time. Means that these are the types of library from which you can borrow that book on a fixed charge, on a some charge, and they will give you book for a period of time and you can take this book at your home for a short period of time for study, for learning, etc. So here that library has given the book to Sarita and Sushi. Now Sarita kept that book for 7 days and she paid 27 rupees for keeping the book for 7 days. Okay. Now in 27 rupees there are two types of charges. There is a fixed charge and there is an additional charge for each day. So here we consider that the fixed charge will be rupees X for first 3 days and the additional charge for each day be rupees Y for each additional day after 3 days. So according to question, in condition number first, Sarita paid rupees 27 when she kept book for 7 days. It means Sarita paid rupees X for first 3 days because it is a fixed charge. So she had given rupees X as a fixed charge for first 3 days. Now for the remaining 4 days, she has to pay charge per day. She has to paid as a charge for per day. So she paid for remaining 4 days is rupees 4y because the charge for each additional day is rupees y after 3 days. So it means she kept that book for 4 days. So it means she paid for remaining 4 days rupees 4y. So algebraically, in total bill of 27, there are two types of charges. There is a fixed charge for first 3 days plus charge for remaining 4 days, which is equal to total bill, which is equal to 27. So we can say x plus 4y equal to 27. We can say x plus 4y equal to 27 and we consider it as a equation number first. Let us come on condition number 2. In condition number 2, it is given that Sushi paid rupees 21 for 5 days when she kept the book for 5 days. It means in total bill of 21, we know that there are two charges. Fixed charge, which is a fixed charge for first 3 days, and there is a charge for each additional day after 3 days. So it means that when she kept the book for 5 days, so she had already paid rupees X for first 3 days, which is a fixed charge. Okay. Now for the remaining 2 days, she had to pay charge for per day for 2 days, and we know that each additional day the charge is rupees Y. So it means she paid for remaining 2 days how many rupees? 2y rupees. Okay, how many rupees? 2y rupees. So in total bill of 21 rupees, when she kept the book for 5 days, she paid rupees X for first 3 days, and for the remaining 2 days she paid rupees 2Y. Algebraically, we can say that fixed charge for 3 days plus charge for remaining 2 days is equal to total charge, which is equal to 21 rupees. So we can say x plus 2y equal to 21, x plus 2y equal to 21 algebraically, and we consider it as a equation number second. Okay, so here on solving the above condition, we have system of linear equations is x plus 4y equals to 27, which is the condition number first, and x plus 2y equal to 21, which is the equation number 2, and which is the condition number 2. Now after solving the conditions, and we have converted the given condition into the algebraic forms. So we try to solve these equations by elimination method. So on subtracting equation second from equation first. Why we do subtraction? Because here when we eliminate variable x, so the coefficient of variable x in both the equation is equal. So when the variable has equal coefficients in both the equations and of equal sign, so we do subtraction. So on subtracting equation number second from equation number first, we have x plus 4y equal to 27, x plus 2y equal to 21. We arrange these equation in horizontal form. So during that subtraction, the sign will be changed. 21, which is a positive sign, becomes negative. 2y, which is a positive sign, becomes negative, and x, which is positive sign, becomes negative. On solving, we get 2y equal to 6. On solving, we get 2y equal to 6. So on solving the previous equation, we get the value of y equals to 3. Now on solving that equation, we get the value of y equals to 3. So we put the value of y equals to 3 in any equation. Here we put the value of y equals to 3 in equation number first. Because on putting that value y equals to 3 in equation number first, we can get the value of x. So our equation number first is x plus 4y equals to 27. So here we, on putting the value of y equals to 3 in that equation, x plus 4y equals to 27, it becomes x plus 4 multiplied 3 equals to 27. On solving, we get x plus 12 equals to 27, and finally we get the value of x equals to 15. Now on solving the given system of linear equations, we have got the value of x equal to 15 and y equals to 3. Finally we can say that the fixed charge is rupees 15 and charge for each additional day is rupees 3. Let us do some extra question. There are some students in the two examination halls A and B. To make the number of students equal in each hall, 10 students are sent from A to B. But if 20 students are sent from B to A, the number of students in A becomes double the number of students in B. Find the number of students in the two halls. Find the number of students in the two halls. So first of all, we need to understand the concept of this question, that we have two examination halls A and B. Now in condition first, it is given that to make the number of students equal in each hall, 10 students are sent from A to B. But after it, if 20 students are sent from B to A, so the number of students in A becomes double the number of students in B. So our question is that how many students are in hall A and B. Okay, so first of all, for this we consider that the number of students in hall A is equal to x. We consider that the number of students in hall A is equal to x. These are the total number of students in hall A, okay, which is equal to x. And we consider that total number of students in hall B is equal to y. Okay, now let us come on our condition first. What is given? It is given that to make the number of students equal in each hall, 10 students are sent from A to B. 10 students are sent from A to B. So as 10 students are sent from hall A to B, so it means that 10 students has been decreased in hall A. So number of students in hall A after sending 10 students is equal to x minus 10. Now these students has been transferred from A to B. So it means that in hall B already total number of students is equal to y. So 10 more students are added. So number of students in hall B after sending the 10 students from A to B, the number of students in hall B is equal to y plus 10. Now after it, they have done to make equal students in each hall. So after it, number of students in hall A is equal to number of students in hall B. The number of students in hall A is equal to number of students in hall B. After doing this, when they have sent number of 10 students from hall A to B, so number of students of in hall A is equal to number of students in hall B. So algebraically we write x minus 10 equals to y plus 10, x minus 10 is equal to y plus 10, and on solving we get x minus y equals to 20, and we consider it as a equation number first. So let us come on our condition number 2. As the 20 students are sent from hall B to hall A. Here in this condition it is given that 20 students are sent from hall B to hall A. Now what is the mean of it? It means that they have sent 20 students from hall B to hall A. Now we know that total number of students in hall B is equal to y, but they have sent 20 students from hall B. So it means that number of students in hall B is equal to y minus 20. This condition came because in total number of students, 20 students has been transferred, has been sent to hall A. So in total number of students, which is y in hall B, 20 students has been transferred. So in that case, 20 students has been decreased in hall B. So number of students after doing this in hall B is equal to y minus 20. Now in hall A, total number of students is x, but 20 more students has been added. So number of students in hall A is equal to x plus 20, because total number of students in hall A is x, but 20 more students has been added because 20 students are sent from hall B to hall A. So after doing this, number of students in hall A is equal to x plus 20. Now let us come on our condition. Okay, that when they have done this, that 20 students are sent from hall B to hall A. So in that case, number of students in hall A becomes twice of number of students in hall B. The number of students in hall A becomes twice of number of students in hall B. Algebraically we write as number of students in hall A is equal to twice of number of students in hall B. So we put the equation x plus 20 equals to 2 multiply bracket y minus 20 bracket close. On solving we get x plus 20 equals to 2y minus 40. On solving we get x minus 2y equals to minus 60, and we consider it as a equation number second. So after solving the different condition and representing the given condition in the algebraic form, here we have our system of equation is x minus y equals to 20, which we have considered it as equation number first, and x minus 2y equals to minus 60, which we have considered it as equation number second. Now here we apply elimination method. So here we on subtracting equation second from equation number first. So we arrange these equation in horizontal form, which is the horizontal method. Now during this, sign will be changed. The minus 60, which is negative sign, becomes positive. Minus 2y becomes positive, and x, which is positive sign, becomes negative. On solving we get y equals to 80. On solving, we get y equals to 80. So after getting the value of y equals to 80, we put the value of y equals to 80 in our equation number first, which is x minus y equals to 20. On putting the value of y equals to 80 in that equation, x minus y equals to 20, so that equation becomes x minus 80 is equal to 20. On solving, we get x equal to 100. So finally we can say that number of students in hall A is equal to 100 and number of students in hall B is equal to 80. Okay, so finally I hope you have understood the method of elimination with that question also. Please revise the previous exercises of this chapter. I will also upload the PDF of some notes related to this chapter.